Okay, so let's go over the answers then to the back page of our note packet for supply and demand. All right, so it says here in the directions, suppose we are analyzing the market for hot chocolate. So remember, everything that we're measuring is in terms of hot chocolate. Okay, that is what we're going to measure. So I've already set up all of the scenarios that are on the page here. I already wrote in my supply and demand where I'm starting. So basically all we're going to do is we're going to practice what happens then to the hot chocolate supply or demand based on one of the situations. So as I read letter A here, it says winter starts and the weather turns coldly sharper. This is a tricky one because this one actually can be either a supply or demand. So I'm going to graph it both ways. If you believe that this is going to be a supply issue, and I know what the winter starts and weather turns sharply colder, I know it's going to increase this based on, again, natural disasters or expectations to produce more. So everything here in red would be the correct answer. However, if you feel that this is a demand issue, this also would increase demand because I know when the weather gets colder outside, I'm going to want, for taste purposes, hot chocolate. So my demand then would go this way. Here's what I know is going to always be true. Because this is one of those that can be an either or, I know that the quantity supplied and demand is going to increase. So based on that knowledge there, either one of these two answers would be acceptable for part A. Okay? All right. For question letter B, it says the price of tea, a substitute for hot chocolate, falls. So it has the word substitute in it, which I know then comes from my Spytech rules, which then means this is going to be a demand problem. Okay, so if the price of tea, a substitute, falls, what happens to the demand for hot chocolate? Well, tea is cheaper. I like them both. I'm going to buy more tea. So therefore, the demand for hot chocolate will decrease, causing the curve to go this way. So this would be a decrease, and this would be the substitution effect. Okay? All right, for letter C. I know for letter C, says the price of cocoa beans decrease. Cocoa beans is a supply that I need to make hot chocolate, and the price decreases, so therefore I can buy more for input prices. Therefore, my supply is going to increase of hot chocolate because the quantity I can serve is cheaper. Okay? Letter D, the price of whipped cream falls. All right. For this one, this is another one of those that can be an either or, depends on how you want to look at it. If you think it's a supply issue, okay, and whipped cream is an input, all right, and it's cheaper, therefore your supply is going to increase. So there'll be a curve shift to the right. If you think whipped cream is a complementary good to hot chocolate, and the demand for that then is going to increase because it's cheaper. So therefore your demand curve would shift this way. Again, just like the one at the top, we are both in agreement that the quantity of hot chocolate being served is going to increase either way. So that's one of those double shifter type of questions there that can help you either way. All right, letter E, better method of harvesting cocoa beans. This is a supply issue. It's going to allow me to increase because of the technology used to harvest that, and my supply curve would shift to the right. Okay. Letter F. The Surgeon General of the United States announces that the hot chocolate cures acne. Hey, all teenagers, pay attention. Okay, this would be a demand issue. Okay, therefore increase because it's going to cure acne, and then this can be either an expectation, taste, if you have acne issues, therefore increase your demand, and the curve should go to the right. Okay. Letter G. Protesting farmers dump millions of gallons of milk, causing the price of milk to rise. Okay. This is a supply issue. Okay. I normally get in an argument with this because you make hot chocolate using milk. I know some people like to use water, but it's not called chocolate water. It's called chocolate milk, and all we're doing is heating it up. Okay, so protesting farmers dump millions of gallons of milk. This would be a supply decrease, input pricing. Okay, and then the supply curve would go to the left. H, consumer income falls. Consumer income falls because of recession. Therefore, you got less money in your pocket. You're going to buy less hot chocolate. So demand decrease, that's the income effect. Curve shifts to the left. Okay. All right. Producers expect the price of hot chocolate to increase next month. So therefore, producers, that's telling you right now it's going to be a supply side. If I know the price of it's going to go up more next month, I want to make more of it this month so I can have that ready in the supply. So that would be an increase in my supply. All right, and that would be an expectation curve to the right. Now, I've had some students that say, wouldn't you make more next month and not as much this month? I understand the logic there, but what I'm doing also is I'm also kind of preparing for the future. So I can, if you make that logic, if you did do it this way, I can understand that, especially if you're going to emphasize the next month measuring what we're going to do this month. I understand that logic. Okay. So this is one of those I kind of let, if you can justify your answer, it makes sense. Okay. All right. So hopefully these help you understand how this whole packet's going to work. And again, we're going to do more practice problems. In your folder, you should then, I'm sorry, not in folder, so used to being in the classroom. In the Canvas, there should be another worksheet that deals with supply and demand of computers. It is set up just like this here. You're going to have to draw in the lines. You're going to have to put in steps 1, 2, and 3, and then draw in the new curve. Okay. I use colors again to help me. You can use dotted lines like I did on this last one here. You have to just determine and tell me which curve is shifting and why. Okay. Hopefully this was helpful for you and allow you to understand that assignment. Good luck.